Hi everyone, it's Jennifer from Fiberflux. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so glad you're here because today we're going to be talking about some Halloween crochet projects. I love Halloween. It's such a fun time of year. I love all the fall things and it's just such a great time to be crocheting. So we're going to talk about 10 projects today. Now, all of these projects can be found over at the Fiberflux blog, the full written pattern for free, and also the full video tutorial for all of these can be found on the Fiberflux YouTube channel here, where I walk you through everything step by step and stitch by stitch. You can also get the ad-free PDF for many of these over at my Ravelry shop and my Etsy shop, or you can join the Patreon community for Fiberflux, and you can get the ad-free PDFs that way in the community as well. So let's get started and talk about some spooky season Halloween patterns. Before we get started, be sure and hit that subscribe button to get all the latest Fiberflux video updates. It helps the channel, it supports the channel so much, and I really appreciate it. So hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. So our first project is this crazy fast Halloween cowl. This is an easy project with just some really simple V-stitch. If you haven't done the V-stitch, I highly recommend it. It's one of my favorite stitches, just some double crochets and chains, super easy. And I took some scrap yarn of all of the Halloween scrap yarn I could find in like a bright lime green and a bright purple and like a pumpkin orange and black, and I put them all in like a stripy V-stitch, just a simple rectangle, and then seamed it together to make a Halloween cowl. It's fun to wear on Halloween or to a Halloween party, or maybe I know a lot of you have told me you wear your handmade items to like a class, like a child's class party you may be helping out at, or go trick-or-treating if you need something a little cozy. So very fun, the crazy fast Halloween cowl. Next up is the super spooky cowl. This is a different cowl, but it's made with I had this perfect variegated Halloween yarn, and I knew I had to make a Halloween cowl when I got this. You can use any yarn you like. You could do a solid color as well, but it is puff stitches and some other basic stitches, so it makes some fun texture and really shows off the yarn beautifully. I really like these lightweight cowls this time of year because this was made with sock yarn as a side note. But I like wearing them indoors. If it's just a little chilly or you're kind of like warming up, it's just a fun accessory to wear something a little lighter. Or sometimes in the fall you get like a warm day here and there, so it's just nice to have like a lightweight accessory as well. So try the super spooky cowl, so much fun to make. The falling leaves wreath is so easy as well. It's just some 1 round leaves, and I glued them onto a wire form so that you just make a bunch of leaves, glue them on, and I chose fall colors, but I really think that I really should probably make this in Halloween colors because I think it would be fun in those same colors as the crazy fast Halloween cowl. I think it would be really fun to make that wreath in the palette from the crazy fast Halloween cowl. So this would be a great fall wreath that you could have up all through fall, through Halloween, and into Thanksgiving as well. So a very nice all-purpose wreath for different seasons and celebrations. The Tweedy little pumpkins are tiny little pumpkins that you can make with just some scrap yarn. I chose some green Tweedy yarn. It kind of reminds me of like fall or like mossy, like a forest floor or something like that. And then I used for the stem just some simple scrap yarn, and you can kind of put these around the little shelves or little nooks in your home. You could do, they look great in Halloween colors, or you could do like classic orange for like that classic orange pumpkin as well. I couldn't leave out these pretty little pumpkin earrings. These are made with some embroidery floss. So if you haven't crocheted with embroidery floss, they're super easy to make. You just need a smaller hook. And embroidery floss is very available in craft stores or craft aisle. Lots of fabric stores have it, and it's very inexpensive. So I used just a little bit of this, and you can get a skein of embroidery floss. I really love the DMC embroidery floss. It's just a really simple cotton embroidery floss, but it comes in tons and tons of colors, and it has like a pretty sheen to it, which makes it nice for earrings. But I just used like a classic pumpkin orange color for these, and just a little bit of leftover brown I had for the stem. And these are done very easily, and I just glued a post earring backing to these for just a really quick little fall earring if you need just a little something for your fall wardrobe. And they're perfect for Halloween. I think these would be perfect with the crazy fast Halloween cowl for all of your Halloween celebrations. If you want something a little bit toned down than the bright Halloween colors, this Pumpkins on a Fence scarf is really pretty. It reminds me of, I did the scarf in like a deep kind of rustic brown to represent like a wood fence. And then I used my, I have a pattern for like a pumpkin edging, and I did that along the top of this scarf to do like a fun kind of asymmetrical scarf that looks like pumpkins sitting on a fence. So really cute, very fallish, but also perfect for Halloween. And this was a really fun scarf to make. It was made lengthwise. So I made a long chain and worked my way up, and also really easy stitches, but really fun to make as well. The Autumn Morning Button Cowl, I had to include this because it's one of my most favorite fall patterns that I have on Fiberflux. It's made with some super bulky yarn and a large hook, so it's really easy to stitch up. If you're making things for fall markets or holiday markets, it's a really fast and easy project, or if you're making things for gift giving. But for Halloween, it's like a beautiful kind of golden orangey color. You could do black and orange for Halloween, or you could just do like a bright orange. And I used a wood button to secure it up at the shoulder. I made it kind of asymmetrical, so it like kind of sweeps up the shoulder, but you can turn it so it buttons in the front as well. It's up to you. But I believe that was a coconut wood button that I used, but it's just worked up really, really quickly with a large hook, and it's just such a fun and fast, satisfying project to make, and also super, super cozy. So check that out. That's a great project. The Autumn Symphony Shawl is another one of my most favorite fall patterns on Fiberflux. It is a full kaleidoscope of fall colors, but it also kind of reminds me of a pumpkin patch. If you've ever gone to like a pick your own pumpkin kind of place, it reminds me of all the different pumpkins and all the fun fall textures that you see, the brown, the oranges, the golds, the greens. It just reminds me of a really festive little pumpkin patch. So check out the Autumn Symphony Shawl. It's a really fun project to stitch up. Next up is the Autumn Textures Blanket. Now this is kind of like a modern fall palette, but every time I look at this, it reminds me of like little candy corns, which I love. I know that some people love candy corns and some people cannot stand candy corns. I'm one of the people who love candy corns, but it is still a modern fall palette. But it just, I do like to put this blanket out for Halloween because it does remind me of those cute little candy corns that you see this time of year. So try the Autumn Textures Blanket. That's a fun pattern. The Pumpkin Muffin Cowl is a classic orange Halloween color cowl. But what I really love about it is it's crocheted in the round, and then I changed it up and started working rows down at the bottom of the cowl. And as you can see, there's a split in it so that you can turn it and kind of put the split on your shoulder and wear it asymmetrically, or you can turn it and wear it like two triangles, like almost like a shirt collar or something like that. Or you can spin it all the way around and it kind of sweeps around the shoulders. So it's a really fun piece to make, but it's also fun to wear too because you can style it a bunch of different ways. Now, like I mentioned before, all the links are below, so you can check out the pictures on the blog too to see all the different ways you can wear it. And I did this in orange tweed to just give it a little bit more like rustic texture, fall texture. So check it out, Pumpkin Muffin Cowl. These modern pumpkins are so much fun to make, and I did mine in more like toned down home decor colors, but you can do these in bright Halloween colors. You could do stripes, you could do all kinds of things. I did burlap around mine just to give it just some rustic texture, but you could do something glittery for Halloween. You could really make these really fun for the season. Last but not least is this Harvest Waves Throw. And I really love this for Halloween because it has all the fall colors, and it just adds some like a bright splash of fall color to a sofa or favorite chair, or drape it really wherever you want, across the bed or something like that. So those are our Halloween crochet patterns. I hope you enjoyed all these. They're all really fun to make. And of course, like I said throughout, you can use these for Halloween, of course, but also throughout the whole fall season. You can change up the colors and how you display them and things like that. Again, all the links can be found below. They all have a full video tutorial and a full written pattern. So check it out and make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. I will see you in the next video, and happy Halloween crocheting, everyone!